welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy that you are here. As we find out what's gonna happen, like our 2023 predictions for you. This actually I'm gonna be dividing it for this. This is sort of like the general overall, and maybe like with a little bit of career in there. But we're gonna have a separate special love. What's going to happen in terms of love predictions for 2023, and we're also going to have pregnancy predictions for 2023. So we're going to have those three. And also, if I'm trying something new, which I'm hoping to kind of keep going with it, each week I'm going to be posting different choices basically in the community tab for our community. For our star community, because we're all stars community. And so each week I'm hoping to have a love reading options for you that you can vote, and then I will just record the reading. I'll do that reading in particular, or you can even just comment in there and tell me what kind of reading you would want me to do in terms of love. I'm also going to do one sort of like the fun one, so we'll have different choices for you, and so you'll just choose whichever reading that you like. And so this way, what I want to do is give you the content that you want, right? Because what's the point of of not giving you something that you desire? Of course, I'm still gonna do a little different variety of doing different random things, but at least I will know for sure that you'll get readings that you love and that you actually want to hear from me versus just me randomly picking stuff out. So hopefully you like it. So if you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing, because that allows you to vote in the community tab. And it also, this year, I'm going to be restarting the subscriber giveaway. So each month I'll give a personal reading, and maybe I'll even move it around and add different things, but definitely a subscriber giveaway where I give a personal reading. So that is something to look forward to. And let's see what else. So that, and every time I do promise that I'm going to try to do the live readings at least for 1 hour, 2 times a week. If you actually have any dates that you prefer or times, let me know in the comment section. All right, I think that is enough. Hey, we're starting a whole new year. How exciting is that? So that's why I chose the Fool to represent this. We're starting a whole new year, so sort of like a new journey for us. Even if it's still a continuation, it gives us a fresh start for the next year. So let me introduce you guys. Let me introduce Pile 1. So Pile 1, this is you. You are the traditional Manga tarot. Pile 2, you are my Christmas cheer tarot, which I 100% love. So that is your choice. I'm hopefully it's just decided not to. And then this is group 3, and this is Pauline. I forgot what the actual. I think it's not the spirit one, but it's the Pauline, the tarot. I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, Joy de Vie, which is like the joy of life or joy of living. I forgot which one it is. So yes, okay. So let's go ahead, and I want you to clear your mind and inhale. Close your eyes, and now as you exhale and open your eyes, choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hello, Pile 1. Oh, I'm so happy that you are here. So in case you didn't hear, I'm actually this is the traditional Manga, so hopefully that's the one you wanted to choose. So I am going to be doing, right now I'm actually getting you ready. I actually wanted to see the overall energy, and we're using the overall energy with the wisdom of the oracle. So that's the overall energy we're going to do first. So we're going to get into the tarot in just a bit. First, we're going to do this one. So happy early 2023. So in case you didn't hear the beginning, I am doing weekly, weekly community posts where I'm going to be listing the different options that are available for readings. For example, love readings, I'll have a list of those. Fun readings or just spirit message readings. And then as a subscriber, you get to vote on it. So if you haven't subscribed, maybe that's something. So you get to choose basically my content is what, and I really like this idea. I came up with it while I was like really sick because like, what's the point of like giving content you don't love? So it makes me excited. So just be on the lookout for that. I will be listing every week, so you choose the ones you like, and then I'll create those readings specifically for the subscribers, because we're all buddies. We're friends. Okay, so let's see, what is this energy? What is the overall energy for the collective of group 1 for 2023? What is the overall energy? Give me that overall energy. Oh, we're in the thinking mode. Oh, and I like this one. Okay, so we're gonna give you 2. I was gonna only like do 1, but you know what? I like this. Okay. So we have that thinker energy and we have regeneration. The thinker is reminding me a lot of the hermit energy. I do see that like there's great steps. So I feel like you are going up, but it's like, oh wow, okay. So some of you are like, is this where I want to go? Is this where I want to move forward, or do I want to try something completely different? With the regeneration card, that is totally for me the Phoenix rising. So I feel like the overall energy here is a lot of hermit mode, and I get that. I was like, this year for me was hermit mode big time. And then regeneration, I feel like that is like wherever it is that like whether you felt stagnant, whether you felt any like you were questioning yourself, or any kind of blockage of your energy, I just feel like you're going to push through that. You're gonna, like, I almost feel like it's like a whole new you coming through here. Yeah. So these are the 2 energies. I almost feel like you go through hermit mode, but then you also like, after all the things that come through for you, you have this sense of purpose. You're like, I almost feel like you find your sense of purpose again. And so that's important, very, very important for you, because I feel like maybe your path you're going on is sort of like, you're like, is this what I really want to do? It's sort of like you're questioning everything. And it's not a bad thing at all, right? You're questioning everything because you really want to be fulfilled. You really want, it's a word I'm seeing often now, authenticity. You want to live an authentic life, your authentic life. So that's the energy that I'm getting for you. Very, very, very beautiful. And so keep going at it. Like I said, I was in the hermit mode this whole year. I'm curious as to which one I am going through here. But it's sort of like, I do like this because it's sort of a balance of like, yes, you're going to be thinking about things, right? You're going to be in thought, but there's also a sense of like, not only just that, but it's action as well, right? You're going to be taking action here. So we also sort of like, so what's happening to a collective group? 1, this 2023 overall. So what was that? Lots of 1s energy. Okay. 5 ones. Okay. I'm going to do a 5-card spread. Okay. You're always so funny. Okay. I was going to do a 5-card spread till like Spirit said, heck no, you're going to be doing a 6th one. Okay. And that's fine. We are actually, I almost feel like, okay. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to do it like that way. Do you want to do the like quarter and okay, so then let me do that. Okay. So I'm going to do this a little weird. I'm just like, yeah, I'm deciding I need 2 more cards. Okay, you're right. All right. We're going to do it 2 cards for a quarter. So give me what is happening, a collective of group 1 is 2023. Okay. Okay. Well, okay. Interesting. All right. So I'm going to move this a little bit. And I'm going to, because this is, we're going to do this per quarter. That's not a bad thing. Okay. Okay, and it's funny, there was no, oh, actually, yeah, there wasn't any major arcana, which is very fascinating to me. So this means to me that this year is really about you. Because major arcana is sort of like, I feel like a lot of external influences, right? But here, this one is all about you have the power here. There also is a lot of wands energy. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 wands out of 8, which is, like substantial. The next one is the swords energy, but that's not that much. And then we have, but I also have to say, you're representing every suit. You also have 1 pentacle and 1 cup. So it's interesting. So a lot of passion, a lot of creativity this year. So that's, sorry, I'm saying so much. Passion, creativity coming through. Very, very good. Very, very good. I like this. Okay, let's go with quarter 1. Quarter 1. Yeah, I feel like that's what we're going to do. Quarter 1. So the quarter 1 is the 7 of Wands. You're in defense, my friends. But at the same time, you are in this 4 of Wands energy, right? You have this, like, celebration. There's a sense, again, in celebration. But again, this defending. Now, I'm just saying, okay, the second quarter is going to be a little tough for you. But that's okay. So, why are we defending? I feel like you're defending your own time here. I almost feel like you're defending your energy. Yeah, that's what I am kind of seeing here. Like, to me, it just feels like you're defending your time, you're defending your energy, and instead kind of focusing on things that you do like the 4 of Wands. It's a celebration. It's sort of like the joy, the just like, where you kind of almost like party, but it's more than just party. It's sort of, you're like, I've done this. There's also seems to be like, there is some growth there as well, because even though it's like you have 4 and then 7. So yeah, what else? I'm gonna kind of go through them, and then I'm gonna clarify, just because that's what I think I would like to do. Okay, so like I was saying, the second quarter is gonna be a little rough. We have the 5 of Swords, and then we have the 5 of Wands. So the 5. So what I'm going to say with your second quarter is that it is really, really about, I almost want to say, here's where the ego is going to kind of like act up. I would say, like, it's the ego, it's sort of, like, I just feel like, also, like, not just your ego, but other people's egos are coming through here. So for me, it's sort of, with the 5 of Swords, though, just being careful. I almost want to say, you don't have to, this is something I always often say, it's sort of like, you don't have to involve yourself in the drama. Like, you can, like, kind of step away from it. And I feel like that's something that I would recommend, possibly, if you can, like, not get sucked into other people's drama. Because, I mean, yes, you will, like, with the 5 of Swords, there's a victory there, but there's a kind of like a hollow victory there. But I do want to say that you do progress this year, because we're going, like, and I'll show you how that is, but it's quite lovely. So yeah, because later on you'll see the 4th quarter is actually the 6th, and it's very nice. So a lot of progress here. Okay, so let's look at this 3rd quarter. So 3rd quarter is all about 2 of Wands. It's all about choosing. I feel like you're gonna, and I really like this too, because we're choosing, and this is where I think the regeneration comes through, especially because you have the tree and everything. Sort of, you're going on a different path. You're going, the one that really calls you, your true passion comes through here. And in choosing that, that's where the 9 of Pentacles is. That's where we have. It's sort of, for me, the 9 of Pentacles is sort of self-confidence. It's abundance coming through here, but it's sort of like being able to stand firm on, like, your choice. You know which choice to make, and you know the path that you really truly want to walk on. I actually see this as sort of like your own, and we can even say here, that this is here you're battling between the ego, even in your own self here, and you're having your own battle here of like, hey, do I keep going, do I keep doing this, or do I take a chance on something new? And I feel like you battle it out in the second quarter, and then you have like make the choice. You're like on the third quarter, you're like, nope, we're going this way, and that's how we're going to be doing it. So it's very nice energy here. And then like what I was saying here is like the emotion that we have is quite lovely, because we have the Six of Cups, right? And then we also have the Six of Swords. So we are moving forward. The fourth quarter, you're ready, you're moving towards where you really want to be. You're leaving behind, I would say, the Five of Swords. You're leaving behind this Five of Wands, and maybe even choosing something from like where, again, the regeneration comes from, something maybe from your childhood that you're like, you've been wanting to try, you've been wanting to do this, and you finally, go for it, you finally go at it. Or for some of you, it's actually that you're like, yes, I love this path, but we're ready to move forward. So this is very much an intention. This is all you. This is your year, because I like I said, I don't feel like it's so much an external thing. And look at that, we go from the 5 to the 6. So very big emotion here. I do want to see what the 7 of Wands is doing there. What is the 7 of Wands doing here? The Emperor energy. Okay, so yeah, that's sort of 7 of Wands with the Emperor. I would say it's sort of like you are protecting your energy, you're protecting, I almost want to say like your time and your resources. You're like, I'm going to do this. Look at the Emperor is sort of like taking action, right? It's not just like that you think about stuff, there's a lot of things, but you're starting to take action, you're starting to move your ideas forward. And the Emperor also gives a sense of, again, sort of like a confidence coming through. You're like, okay, I almost really feel like you're going to find yourself like, I don't have to put up with stuff I don't want to, because that's the 9 of, and then sort of like the 5 of Swords is being clarified by the 9 of Wands. Again, lots of Wands energy. And the Emperor energy could be an interesting energy to have. So what is this 5 of Wands doing here? So we just want to clarify this Justice balance. Okay, so for some of you, that 5, again, to me, it seems like an internal balance, an internal battle with yourself of finding this balance. I also feel like it's also like maybe something to do. I like that the major arcanas are coming afterwards to explain. So like I said, find this balance within yourself of like, I feel like your ego, and also like of what you think others expect. Like I feel like when I see that 5 of Wands, I just feel like you have something you desire, but then you feel like there's opposition coming from other people or from what you think other people want you to do. This 9 of Wands energy, again, just that ego is a little bit strong there. So I'm not saying not to stand your ground and not to do it. Like, I'm okay with that, but just being careful of how you do it. Because I almost feel like your ego is kind of like wanting you, like, I want to do like, just like be the best and everything. But the ego doesn't have to. You don't have to do it through the ego. It could just be like you naturally just are. You succeed naturally. That makes sense. I'm not sure if that's going to make sense to you. I also feel like the Justice card is telling me a lot too, that this might just be karmic. Whatever this is happening, it's coming through because of karmic. Sort of like, I feel like, I always think of things as like fleshing things out that you need to work on. Can you tell me, what is this 2 of Wands doing here? What choices are we getting for 2 of Wands? Oh, look at that. The King of Wands. Again, look at this. We have Wand energy a lot. Again, King of Wands is that entrepreneurial energy. It is going on different paths. But again, choosing it. Like you choosing it and then actually taking action on it. Right? It's not enough that you dream it up. You have to actually take action. So I'm going to actually I'm going to put the Emperor energy over here because that's sort of what I'm seeing here. So we have the Hermit mode, right? I'm okay, like Hermit, you can think about stuff, but the regeneration is that you actually, after you've thought it through, after you've done it, you have to start taking action. There has to be action this year. What is the Six of Cups doing here? What's the Six of Cups doing here? Okay, yeah, so we're leaving behind something, the Eight of Cups. So Six of Cups being clarified by Eight of Cups. We're moving somewhere, we're moving like away from something that is like, we are sad about it. It's not like we're like, no, it's something, no, it's something that we hold dear, something like maybe it could be our, like who we used to be and who, like we're moving our way towards something where we're changing, right? We're like our old self, our old reality into our new reality. Let's see what the Six of, so this is in here. What is this? And the Emperor's energy, look at that. And so this Emperor's energy, I could say that you're moving towards, it's again finding this balance. Again, you're moving towards your emotions more. Does that make sense? And like your creativity, again, like I almost feel like for some of you, maybe you haven't been like allowing this an expression of emotions and creativity. You have been kind of locking in, or maybe you haven't. You need to find this balance of having the Empress and the Emperor, which is like creating, right? Like the idea of like the like this is the idea, the forming of the idea. But then we have the Emperor, which is the actual action, taking it into action. So it feels like this is inspired action, inspiration and inspired action coming through here and following through on that. So I feel like that's a big one that's like coming here. Okay, let's actually go ahead. I do want to see like basically gonna see what sort of, let's do first the fortune card, the fortune cookie card. So I'm going to see what kind of fortune is coming through here for you. And then we'll top it off with some advice. But let's see, I just want to see what is, change is inevitable. Yep. So we are changing. And that's, I think this is the cards where I'm just seeing like you, actually the Eight of Cups with the Six of Cups. It's sort of like you may not want to change, but it's happening anyways. What's happening for collective of group one? Depression would dissipate. So if you have this, where I see the most here, it's sort of because again, and also because you are shifting a little bit here as well with the Eight of Cups. But what I'm seeing here is sort of like there's a big battle internal, which is maybe you're uncomfortable in some way, because your movement, right, this regeneration means that like you're rising from the ashes. There were some ashes, maybe you didn't recognize them. But I think you got this. I feel like you with the Six of Swords, I love that for your ending with the Empress as well. It's sort of like, isn't it? And it's fascinating because you had the Emperor here and then you're ending with the Empress. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let me see what other stuff is coming. Collective of group. Bon voyage. Yep, Six of Swords. Maybe you're actually moving somewhere. You're actually going on a trip. And so you're moving forward. Love that. Let's see what other fortune is coming here. And this is fortune cookie cards by Be Love and Tarot. I'm going to be using my Mystical Signs Crystal Ball Oracle. So let's do this. And you can find both of these on, let's see what's happening here. Oh, look at that. We have envelope. Some messages. You will receive good news that will make you smile. Oh, love that. Let's see what else. Sorry, I'm like shuffling. So what else is happening for the collective of group? 2023. Okay, so here we go. We have entrapment. Someone will try to trap you at something. And so I'm not even sure if it's somebody, could be, definitely. But what I'm seeing here is, I want to say like you feel trapped in some way. I feel like you're feeling trapped by your past, or maybe you're feeling trapped by your ego. But you're gonna break free of it. Obviously, we actually see this. you'll see the change is inevitable. I feel like maybe you are trapped also in not wanting to change and like you want things as they were, but you can't. Oh my goodness, travel twice. A journey awaits. So travel. Bon voyage, and then look at that. I love that. Give me one more card. I would like to see. Okay, blessings. Look at that, angel. Expect good news, especially in terms of love. And remember, if this is just the overall general one, I'm gonna actually have love predictions for 2023. So that's gonna be a different one, and also like the pregnancy predictions for 2023. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do one last of this one. Give me one card. What fortune is coming for the collective of group 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, okay. I always say 1 and they give me. Okay. So we have opportunity. So we have an important offer will be made. Be prepared to dress to impress. Ooh. Then we have reflection, which is the hermit mode that we were talking about. So friendship in your life may come to, friendships in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom and become stronger. So maybe that's for some of you. And then care required. So ground yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. Okay, so just be careful. So maybe you are having entrapment here. It's interesting. So just be careful of others and their egos. Like I said, I always tell you, like I'm like a very strong believer in you don't have to like, people may try to drag you into the drama, into some sort of drama. You don't have to go. You can just be like, nope. Let's see what good advice we have for the collective of group 1 for this, for 2023. What advice do we need? What they want to hear? What advice do we want for the collective of group 3 for group 1 for 2023? Okay. So 7th chakra crown, 7th chakra crown chakra. So selflessness. I am kind to all, and I'm aware that everything I do or say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. I develop an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and I put my heart into it. That's actually a big thing that I've been like. So I close this. Like how lately I've just been having. So I created this workbook, right, with affirmations, and this one particular just keeps coming at me. Like I keep getting it. It's sort of like everything I do, like everything I do from my heart. Like, like all the work I do, everything I do comes from my heart, right? I put my heart into everything that I do. Basically, sorry, that's the one. I put my heart into everything that I do. And that's one of the affirmations that just keeps coming at me, and I'm like, yeah. And I get it, and I really do. And it's sort of like with this, I'm going to jabber for a little bit. Just bear with me, if you will. Because what is the point of doing stuff if you're not going to put your heart into it? It's just like, right? I mean, what is that? Like, if you're not fully there, what are you doing? Like, I come from this in the sense of like, I always think about life, and it's like, this is an opportunity. I really do think life is a gift. I really don't mean to be like, like I believe it's a gift from God. Because it is. I mean, this is so beautiful. Being alive is beautiful. I mean, even when you're down, there's still beauty to be found at every moment that we're alive. And so if it's something like that, it's pretty big, right? And then so if you're not putting your heart into all you do, and if you're not really in there, why? It's sort of like counterintuitive to me. It's like, if you're just kind of waiting along, right? You're waiting along. This is your life, though. Like, we're going deep. put all, like, I go all in. Or if you know, like, I want to go all in. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm like waiting, and I'm like, and it feels uncomfortable, and it doesn't feel like all of the sense of like, it doesn't fulfill me. When my heart is not into it all, you'll see it. My readings, when I don't put my heart into it, it's all like, I'm like, it doesn't feel vibrant. I don't feel vibrant. And it's not just with this, but it's with other stuff. If my heart is not 100% in it, then there's like a sense of, it's not even just for others, but it's for myself. I don't feel content. So it's something I want to say. Sorry, I went into all it, but let's see what other advice is coming through here. I hope it makes sense. So we have the third chakra, solar plexus, inner harmony. I trust my innate wisdom and respond accordingly. I do not allow my mind to create doubt or to override my strong gut feelings. I accept and express my feelings while accepting the feelings of others. I am at peace with myself and those around me, and I do not harbor unrealistic expectations of myself or others. I release the need to control others. My personal power is free from ego, as I think that we're working on ego this time, and from any desire to manipulate or exploit situations or people. The foundation of all my thoughts and action is trust in myself. And beautiful. I'm like, because we and I feel like that's what you're getting at. This is the beautiful thing. This is your regeneration. You're coming, like, you're really, that regeneration is totally a phoenix rising. What is no longer working, I feel like that thing, right? I almost feel like it's sort of like your ego has pushed you to a certain way, and it feels like that's the way you maybe are avoiding the change, but naturally, coming from within, from your own heart, you're changing. And you're changing for the better, because you're changing for who you truly are. There's, like, I would say the key word for you, my friends, is authenticity. So that is what I would say. Like, I always choose one word that the year will be consistent of. Maybe one day I'll actually do like how I prep for the next year. And so one word I would say for you is authenticity. Be authentic, my friends. All right, let's see what this is. The fourth chakra, heart chakra. Generosity is sharing. I give myself freely and I'm open to the opportunities to do so. I do this because I can, and I expect nothing in return. Speaking from the heart will let those around me know how I feel about them. My generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. Through love, I have positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transforming of both myself and others. Wow. Look at that. That's beautiful. Amazing. I love this. I hope you like this reading. Please, 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 please do consider, giving it a like, and please consider subscribing. Like I said, starting from the next year, every week I'm actually going to be putting like a poll so that you choose basically the content I create, because there's no point for me. I won't, like, if you're not liking the content, it's like, okay, there's no point in it. Sort of like, I want you to love it. I want you to feel it. I want you to feel my passion for it. And that's sort of what so please do consider subscribing, and then you can vote on it as well. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you have a happy new year, my friends. May it be awesome, and may you have lots of magical and beautiful blessings this year and always. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello from my dear friends, group 2. Hello, my dear friends, group 2. All right, so you chose the Christmas Spirit Tarot. Very exciting. But we're going to start off actually with the general energy using the wisdom of the oracle. And just in case you didn't hear at the beginning, well, I have a new thing where I'm going to be posting the comment in like the community tab. So you have like for subscribers. So subscribe if you haven't, done so yet. Consider it, anyways. Where I'm going to list like different choices for the pick of cards that I'm going to be doing for the week. So basically, this is so that you get to choose the content I create. I mean, like, what's the point of me creating stuff if you don't love it? So that is what I'm going to be doing. So please do consider subscribing. Oh, and there's another reason to subscribe is because we're going back to the subscriber giveaway monthly, where we do a personal reading for a subscriber. So that will be fun, and we'll see what other fun things we do. So do consider subscribing and maybe hitting the notification bell if you want to. All right, let's see what energy. Okay, good. Oh, my friends. What is the overall energy for the collective of group 2 of this 2023, my friends? Okay. All right. I'm actually, it was supposed to be only 2, but we have 3 cards for you. Sometimes that's what happens. And so it's interesting to me because you do have soulmates, but you also have the never-ending story, which is sort of like, so maybe if I were to say this might be a twin flame pile, my friends, and then so because you see the never-ending story of yes, love, no, okay, love me, and it says yes, no, yes, yes, no, and so that's interesting. And then we have like, oh, look at this. So let's look at this overall energy for you. Like I said, for some of you, this might be the twin flame pile here. And this means that this particular year is interesting to me. I'm gonna go. It's like, okay, let's start with the leg up, right? Leg up is all about help is there when you need it. Sometimes you have to ask for that help, but the help is always there when you need it. So this is an important overall energy here in terms of like this year. Whenever you're needing it, whenever you're in this space here of the never-ending story, ask for help. Whether it's, you know, from friends and family, from a spirit, from your spirit guides, from whomever, ask for help. Because it's there. The help is always there. You're never alone is what I'm saying here. You're never alone. And so here we have this. So I'm going to go into this in like this other. I'm going to go into this one. And so what I'm seeing here is there's a lot of. Okay, I'm going to read it in different ways for some of you. So yeah, this could be definitely for twin flame. There it is. We have this. We're just going through what we have here. But what I'm seeing here is almost like when you have like a mirror here, it's sort of like yourself, you're doubting yourself. This is it's sort of like you're never sure if that decision that you made is right. It's sort of like you're also beating yourself up. You're going through like going over and over and you're not even sure about yourself. It's sort of like you don't even want to look in the mirror anymore. And so when we are feeling this is why it's especially come through here. When you're feeling it, you have help. If you're feeling this, you have help. Always. You're never alone. Like again, you're never, ever, ever alone. That's a big one right there. And so this is, I feel like this year for you is finding out how not alone you are. How not alone you are. And so for some of you, I feel like, although there is going to be an individual like love predictions for 2023. This is a different one. Okay, yeah, like let's do this one. There's a lot of love here. Look at this, like the heart and the key and the heart. I'm mocking it. So it's like, oh, some of you, like the twin flames, may not like what I'm gonna say, or people who are waiting. I'm gonna say people who are waiting for somebody else, right? Who are waiting for somebody to get their act together. I'm gonna say here, you may not like this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. It's maybe time to let that go. Let it go because something even better is waiting for you here. It's sort of like feeling alone versus feeling actually nurtured and cared for. And that's what I'm going to say here. I feel like you locked your heart, whether it's from love, whether it's you locked your heart from like maybe your dreams, because it doesn't just necessarily mean like love here. I mean, it's a big expression here, but I feel like you locked your heart. I feel like if you want to work on a chakra this year, it would be your heart chakra, because it feels blocked and feels like, I almost feel like, again, it's coming from this place of like, you're not trusting your heart, you're not trusting yourself here anymore. This feels very strong energy here. But what I am seeing here is like, look, this is sort of like a cape here, like a superhero. You have help. You have this. And if you're waiting for somebody, maybe it's time for you to look for like this connection, I don't want to say that it doesn't necessarily, again, have to be about love, but it could be about self-love as well. It's like, let yourself be your own superhero. I really mean that. It's like, we often want others, and I feel like I'm going through a lot of like, what do you call it? Ranting here in this particular reading. I'm so sorry. But we want others to save us. We want others to be there and like to be, and they're not, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad to ask for help when you need it, right? But a lot of us have this thing where we want this particular person to save us, or we want like somebody or something to save us, right? We want to expect others, but we can be our own heroes. And not only that, a lot of the time we don't even express the desire, the need, the thoughts. We keep it all inside and hope that somebody reads our mind. It's not going to happen, friends. It's not. It's like one of those people is like, you're like, they didn't do what I want them. It's like, did you ask them? Did you have a conversation where you're like, hey, you know what I really would want? Or like, people have the choice of not, like giving you that. That's right. But did you actually express the desire? Did you actually have a conversation about it? Like, I think a lot of us, right, we want people to read our mind, and that's not going to happen. Most people cannot read our mind. So if you have a desire, and this I'm going to say here as well, I'm going to go like here. This is also, I would say, about spirit as well. If you want something for your life, if you need help from spirit, you have to ask, you have to say it, you have to state it. Hey, this is what I really want. If you want love, ask for love, right? Say, hey, like spirit, make a wish, pray for it, whatever it is, ask and be, and then allow, right? I feel like for the help to happen, because then we're like, no, we don't need it. Very much closed off. Okay, so what is the overall energy? I feel like this overall energy for this year, well, I'm gonna I went into rant, but is a year for you to be your own superhero, first of all, to ask for help when you need it, and to be, I almost want to say, okay with yourself, not beating yourself up over everything. You don't have, I almost feel like you have to get it all right, you have to get it all perfect. It's like, this year is going to throw that all out the window. Even if it means that, I feel like this might be like, even if this means a tower moment for you, my friends, all of that is gone, because this is no longer, your whole paradigm is shifting, my friends. It is no longer, you are not, it's like you're blocking off, and no, the universe is like saying this year is going to be, if you're down, you're going to ask for help. Why? Because it sort of like also gives people an ability to help you. Like it's have you ever helped somebody? It feels good, right? Like when it comes naturally from, you're not expecting anything, you're just doing it naturally from your own goodness, from your own heart, that this is something that you want to do, you want to help. It feels good. So give people the chance, give spirit the chance to help you. If you need it, ask for it. But that's another thing, you have to learn how to ask for things. And then soulmate here, and for some of you, we have to let go of this preconceived notion of how things have to be. So we're learning. I feel like basically what I'm saying here is that you're learning. And I feel like for some of you, very big learning curve here. Be beautiful, because it might help you also be your own hero, but it might also bring in the love, the whatever it is that you feel like you're lacking in your life, it's going to come in this year. Very, very beautiful. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I sometimes rant. I can't hide it. I do it. And I feel very passionate about certain things. I'll let you know, my friends. Okay, let's bring this up so I can have room for your tarot. So we're going to do this in 4 quarters. I wasn't sure that's what we were going to do it, but that's how we did it for last group. So we're going to do it for you as well. So we're going to see what's happening for the collective of group 2 this 2023, this year, 2023. What's happening? Collective group. And then minus 10. Photo 1. Okay, quarter two is coming. Oh, we have this beautiful healing coming through. Okay. Queen of Presents. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. My friends. I love it. Let's Presents collective of group. Two. Okay. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, my friends. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me move it so you can actually see. So we're going to do each one a quarter, and then we'll clarify the ones I want to clarify. And so I'm very excited for you, because even though that, sorry, I'm hungry, so my tummy's going to make noises. Excuse me. So what I'm saying here is that, this is like very exciting, because this is beautiful energy. All right, so we have the Six of Candy Canes. We're moving away. Maybe we're moving from this never-ending story. So I feel like for some of you, I feel like you're going to go back. So I feel like that's okay. So this is the devil energy. Sorry, here we go. The devil energy right here. And what's the devil energy? That's your overall energy. It's where you go back and you cycle through things. You cycle. Like whatever it is, you move forward, right? But then you go back to old habits. So whatever it is, your old habits. It could actually be addiction. It could be that you're judgmental. It could be that you judge others, but you could judge yourself harshly. It could be negative thinking. It could be worries. It could be any of those things that you've been trying to let go. I feel like this year you're going to let it go, but it's still going to come back. Still got to heal from it, my friend. So that's the devil energy. You have the devil energy for this. The legs up, I would say, because I'm looking at the major arcanism, how I would say the legs up. I almost feel like, to me, it's sort of, I want to say like a temperance balance here. Temperance, giving yourself the balance here. And to me, it also feels like there's help from the divine here. The soulmate card is, of course, the lovers card. So you have the lovers, you have the devil card, and then you have the temperance card. Yep. Okay. So those are the energies I feel for you. Oh, not a bad thing. Okay, well, let's go back to your first quarter. Your first quarter, you're leaving behind something. What are you leaving behind? You're leaving behind the Six of Candy Canes is Six of Swords. Nine of Candy Canes is the Nine of Swords. So you're leaving behind worries, or you're trying to leave behind worries. You're trying to move away from, again, this feels like that's part of your devil like energy, your cycles. You worry about stuff where you're like, it almost feels like everything's clouded. You're not even sure. You feel like, look at this Nine of Swords, the Nine of Candy. You feel out of sorts. You feel like you're by yourself. Like everybody else is paired, you're by yourself. Are you doing the right thing? There's a lot of self-doubt in this particular feeling, but you're moving away from it. You're trying to do it. For some of you, you might actually go on vacation on the first quarter. That might be something for you as well, but you are trying to move away from this old cycle. We do have the second quarter, which is beautiful energy right here, which is the healing card. You have the star coming through. You have this healing that you want to do. The Queen of Presents, the Queen of Cups. You're connecting to your emotions and your intuitions. You're like, okay, what do I like? I almost feel like, and again, a sense of giving here. What do I need to like emotionally? What do I need to do to be emotionally mature? That's coming through here for you. And then we have the third quarter, which is the Six of Ornaments, Six of Pentacles. So finding balance. Again, there is a sense of giving here as well, like finding this balance here, and coming through here for you. And looking, in giving, we are receiving the Nine of Presents. So I feel like if you can, be willing to receive, but there's just a sense of giving here. There's a sense of also coming up with a balance as well. We do have this, so very beautiful. So wish fulfillment coming in the third quarter. Then the fourth quarter, we have the Two of Wands. Oh, that's interesting. Two of Wands sort of is reminding me of group one as well. So maybe see that if you like it. So Two of Candles, choosing something. You're going to choose, for some of you, like totally going, it could be like to travel the world. It could also be that you're just choosing a different route. With the Knight of Candles, the Knight of Wands, they're coming through here. It's sort of like you are choosing the things that you feel passionate about, choosing, the things that really matter to you, right? It's so sort of what I'm seeing here. You also do have a good spread of different kinds of all the suits in here as well. The star is the overall healing. So I feel like I said, to me, this year is all about healing some way or another, where you're finally going to face those things that need to come through. Let's see, why is this nine of candy canes or nine of swords doing here? What is this nine of swords doing here? What is this nine of swords doing here? Three of cups. Interesting. Okay. And then the chariot moving forward. For some of you, this nine of swords, nine of, it's sort of maybe like either you like I said, to me it feels like you're feeling lonely, you're feeling left out. Maybe you're feeling like you worry a lot about what other people think about you. You're also feeling like maybe people are moving on, moving forward, and you're not moving along with them. You're feeling left behind, right? Maybe you're like, it's like maybe there's been some progress. Maybe like your friends are getting married and you're like, I'm the only one that's not married. Or your friends are getting different jobs, and you're like, oh, I'm the only one that's not having that job. It's sort of like you're comparing yourself greatly to others. So that I could see why that would be. I know when I compare myself to others, oh boy, it does not feel good. I want to see why this Queen of Cups is doing here. What is this Queen of Cups doing here? Queen of Cups doing here. What is this Queen of Cups doing here? Six of Swords, yeah. It's interesting that the Six of Swords it starts off here and still here. It's sort of like I keep saying that you're trying to move forward. Like you're trying to move forward. I feel like from things of your that keep holding you back, like old habits, old patterns, old thought patterns that are no longer serving you. You keep going back to them. And so you have to keep the healing, keep trying to move forward from them. There's a lot of emotion here with the Chariot too, in the Six of Swords energy. Let's see what this, I want to see what the Six of Ornaments is doing. What is the Six of Pentacles doing here? Motion forward and also okay. So you have this sense here of this balance here. So to me, the Six of Ornaments is here. You have the Devil card. So again, it reminds me a little bit of the group one. So if you're being called to do it, so it's whether you're and so this balance of whether you keep going back to the Devil card, you keep going back, or do you move forward? And this is the sense of I feel like you want to move forward. You kind of want to move forward, but something keeps calling you back. Something seems bringing you back. And so if this is the Twin Flame pile, I would say that connection kind of keeps calling you back. But there's even better one, a real substantial soulmate one that is trying to move you forward. What is the Two of Candles doing here? What's this Two of Candles doing here? What's the Two of Candles? What is the Two of Wands doing here? Knight of Wands. Wow, look at that. The Knight of Wands, again, a choice. Moving forward towards the things that actually ignite your passion, that make you excited, that makes you happy. For some of you, maybe that's somebody that is like that. Fiery element. This Knight of Candles doing here. What is this Knight of Candles or Knight of Wands doing here? What is this Knight of Wands doing here? What is this Knight of Wands doing here? Three of Swords. Okay. What is this Knight of Wands doing here? Yeah. Oh man. Don't do that to me, my friends. Yeah, I think that's coming. I'm sorry, that's how we're ending. But it's sort of what I'm seeing here. So I'm clarifying this Knight of Candles, Knight of Wands. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I felt like that was something that was calling me here. So, because I was wondering, but to be fair, I was wondering what keeps calling you back. So this is what's calling you back. This is the old patterns here, which is the Three of Swords. So either somebody really hurt you, somebody really you felt rejected, you felt abandoned by somebody or something, or that's what it is. You haven't healed this. You have not healed it. You may think you've healed it. You may think you've done the healing work, but it feels like whatever it is, it keeps calling you back. it's sort of like haunting you. And so we're ending with the Tower. This is no longer available for you. It's not going to be. You're ending this feeling, because it really is this feeling. It's sort of like, if you actually see it, it's sort of like this bottling up. It's it's gonna need to be cleared. And I feel like, and so I'm actually not going to say this is a bad thing. And I know the Tower is a bit scary, and I did say that you're gonna, like, I felt it. It needed to be a tower. It just did. And so I feel like for you, but I'm not upset about this, and I'm gonna say why I'm not. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think somebody or some sort of new energy comes into the mist. It's the Night of Candles, and it's going to like help you finally, whether you like it or not. It's like maybe this person, you're going to be just told, like it could be a person, it could just be the desire, something that just drives you, compels you, because like the Knight of Wands can be a person, it can, but it also just represents a whole new energy that comes through, and it's full of passion, it's full of creativity, and it's full of like, hey, we're finally letting go of this old stuff, and we're letting go. So it's going to be like totally like shifting. Like I said, this is a paradigm shift for you this year. So I'm sorry if you don't like it. I really do think it's a great thing though for you, because this card is not, it's blocking you from all the potential. Like all the happiness you want is wanting to get, the world wants to give it to you. People want to be there for you, but you're blocking it. So like I said, working on your heart chakra, my friends, that's an important thing coming through again. Because look at even in this, look at this. There's a sadness there too. It's like you're like, but no, oh, there's good stuff coming your way. I mean, like the Tower is like, oh, I don't know. Like, sometimes that's the only way for us to clear our baggage. I get it. I don't ever take a Tower moment lightly. But I also recognize after it's happened, it cleared my road. It cleared the path to where I needed to go. And I'm always grateful for it. 100%. All right, let's see what other fortune is coming for you for the collective of group 2. I'm using the Love and Tarot's fortune cookie cards. They're available on Etsy, and she has an awesome Etsy shop. So please go check it out, my friends. Okay, discover ancient wisdom. Okay, we're going to discover ancient wisdom. We have remember the forgotten. Okay. Okay, one more. Your finances will improve. Hey, that's always a positive. And trust your intuition. Yeah, your intuition. I feel like you have been downgrading your intuition. I almost feel like, no, my friend. And the remember the forgotten is also, I feel like, for me, it could be definitely maybe past loved ones that are being asking you to remember them, because I feel like they keep saying, like the universe, your spirit guides, whoever it is, keep saying, hey, I want to help you. Let me help you. And you're like, no, I got to do this. Like, I have to go through this all by myself. Like, no, they want to help you. But another thing that I wanted to remember the forgotten is that your emotions that you haven't actually healed. We think we heal things, but we don't. We normally push them away because it feels uncomfortable. So they keep coming. Emotions keep coming. Whenever you, I'm like reading buffering, like whenever you're buffering, which is basically you're doing something that's not actually good. Like if you're shopping a whole lot because you don't want to feel emotion, because you're binge eating something because you're like doing that, or if you're watching Netflix, it's sort of like that emotion of like wanting to avoid something by shifting your focus on something else. You're like, no, and it has to be something that you think will make you feel good, right? And so what I feel like here is like your emotions we still need to heal that Three of Swords, because that's the reason why it's going. That's why you have this never-ending story, because you never healed it. You never allowed yourself to really heal it or process it. Now, discover the ancient wisdom. I love that energy, because that is, it's sort of like your own ancient wisdom. This is yourself. Discover your own inner personal truth. That's for me, that's the discover the ancient wisdom. You are so much more than you think you are. And it's sort of like, and again, it's sort of like you are a superhero and you're not allowing yourself to see it. You take away your own power. And I like, it's sort of like you have to choose to be a superhero, your own superhero, or to choose to be a victim. The Three of Swords is very much a victim, but you're not. You are not. You are so much stronger. You are a superhero, and that's why you think that wisdom that you're discovering is that you are that. Finances will improve, but even here, it's sort of like, definitely, like, finances, wonderful. But I see this mountain, for me, always the mountain is obstacles that you can overcome. Look at this. There's a sense of expansion here. And intuition. You are being guided. You are definitely being guided. Trust in your intuition. Trust in wherever it is that's telling you everything's going to be all right. You are support. You are not alone, my friends. You are never alone. That's a little thing. Let's see what other fortune coming through with the mystical science crystal ball, which is something I made. Sorry if I made it super loud. I'm so excited. All right, so see what is happening? What kind of fortune is happening for the collective of group 2 in 2023? Okay, we have wings. Look at that. We have wings. We have spider. One more, my friend. One more. We have release. Oh yeah, that volcano. And we have gate opportunity. Okay, so I love this because all of this makes sense to me. All of this makes sense. 100%. Okay. We have fun. We have fun, right? New opportunities, but you need to act fast. And this fun could actually be this Knight of Wands energy. So fun. See, when was the last time you actually had real fun, my friends? That's a question you have to ask yourself. The fun is coming for you, for a group, for next year. We also have creativity. You will receive gifts and compensation for a job well done. Oh, and that goes with with the finances will improve. And it's all about creativity. It's sort of like, again, it's that fire energy that's coming through. I feel like you've been suppressing it. And of course, what's going to happen, we have the volcano, which is definitely the tower here. It's release. Someone or somebody is over emotional. It could be you. Yeah, you're emotional. But you see, do you know why you're going to need to release it? Because you keep stuffing them down. You keep stuffing them down until they build up so much that you have a tower moment. That's true. Let's take a look at it here. And then we have opportunity. It is time to move forward. You will not meet trouble. So it is time to move forward. Yes, it is time to move forward. And for those of you who are in the twin flame and you're like, oh, I'm still waiting for something. It's like, I feel like, no, my friends, let that be. If it's meant to be, it will be. 100%. I believe that. If it's something that's meant to be, it will be. Doesn't mean that you sit and you wait for it. You move along. You move. You need to move forward. And it's seen here. Whatever it is that hurt you in the past, it's in the past. A little tough love here, my friends. A little tough love. But what's in the past is done and over. Only you are reliving it over and over, and you're torturing yourself with it. It's done. It's over. It really is. Like, once something happened, it's done. It's like, yes, there could be things that happen, but that actual moment is gone. And that's strong. Maybe not something everybody wants to hear. I get that. But it's done. It's over. Like, we need to move over. Because, look, there's opportunities that are being there, but you keep pushing them aside, my friends. Let's see, what else? Sexuality, my friends. Are we having sexy times? Let's see. So, okay. Existing relationships could find a new passion and heighten sexual attraction. Opportunities for marriage and good family life are strong, but if single, beware of temptation that could lead to trouble. A child will also bring great joy. So, and that temptation, actually, this is the thing, that beware of temptation. Again, it's that temptation that we have. Oh my goodness, that's the devil card that keeps coming. That's this never-ending story. Are you going back? Or do you have patterns, my friends? Okay, let's see what other stuff is coming. Surprise. So, okay, a disappointment will be followed by a pleasant surprise. Invitation could bring love to those searching. So it does feel like there's a lot of love here. But like I said, I am actually doing a specific love 2023 prediction. So be on the lookout, subscribe, or hit the notification bell if you want to. So tough and trying times. Tough times ahead, think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people at all costs. And I'm actually going to think that a little bit of negativity is coming from you, my friends. So you got to work on that, my beautiful friends. Okay, health. An excellent time to start an exercise program or diet. Many new friendships are on the horizon. So you see, you're not alone. You're not. All right, let's end it with some advice for you. So, what advice can we give the collective of group 3? Yes. What advice can we give the collective of group 3? What advice can we give the collective of group 3? What advice can we give the collective of group 3? Great. What advice can we give the collective of group 3? Communication. And what advice can we give the collective of group 3? Imagination. I like that. We have a lot of this is 6. You have all the higher chakras is what I would say. Okay, so let's start with the 7th chakra here, crown chakra. So grace. The grace of a higher power is with me, and I move through life knowing this truth. I believe in a higher power, and I know that it is within me and around me, offering assistance and guiding. Again, the leg up that I'm telling you about. I surrender all my fears and burdens to a higher power. I'm open to receive grace, and I trust in the higher power I am worthy. So again, spirit is keeping, like, if that's not a reminder, it's like, we want to help. You're never alone. I almost feel like that's an affirmation there. It's like, here you go. We also have the 5th chakra, throat chakra, which is communications, which is something we talked about. I communicate openly and honestly to express my thoughts and feelings clearly. I share my inner knowledge fully with integrity, without fear. My aim is to be fully understood by others. I am open to giving and receiving praise, and I will be careful not to talk excessively and make it all about me. I create space in my conversations for others to communicate with me. I inquire about others' thoughts and feelings, as listening to their truth can be uplifting. And so there's a sense of give and take, right? There's the sense of that 6 of Pentacles coming through, giving and receiving. But it's also a sense of, like, I keep telling you, like, you need to ask for it, right? If you need help, it's always available. You need to communicate that. Now let's see the 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, imagination. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? My thoughts create my reality at the physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual levels. I use this power to create harmonious relationships between all those levels. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear the truth. Very beautiful. So maybe for some of you, this will be a year for meditation, but also using your imagination. So I hope you like this reading. If you did like this reading, please do consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing, especially now that I'm going to have a community post where you get to choose what reading we're going to have. So so you are involved, because you're part of my community. You're my stars, right? Like, your stars. That's what it is. So thank you so much. I really am very appreciative that I feel honored I was able to read your cards. Don't give up on yourself. You really are amazing. You are a superhero, my friends. And until I see you in the next one, I hope you have a lovely, 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 happy, magical, and just blessed 2023. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello from you, dear friends from group 3. I can talk. I really can't. I'm sorry. I just feel like, it's been a long reading, so it's been intense. I will tell you that much, but in a good way. So we're going to find out what's going to happen, like predictions for your 2023. This is the general one. I am going to have a love one, love for 2023 predictions, and a pregnancy for 2023 predictions, or like messages, if you will. So those are 2 coming up. So if you haven't subscribed, do consider it. And also part of that as well, actually let me say, or I'm gonna see what overall energy is coming through these cards. The part of what you might want to consider subscribing is because I am going to be doing a community post each week, listing different options for for the pick of cards that we're going to have that week, and you get to vote on it. So you basically are choosing the content for this particular channel. I like this idea. So, because I want to make stuff that you like to watch. I mean, what else, right? So that's something. A good reason for subscribing. And I'm also bringing back the monthly subscriber personal reading giveaways. Okay, so we have this, and I'm actually choosing another card as well. The overall energy that we have for you for this for 2023 overall for the collective group 3. Okay, I'm actually sort of interesting for me, and I'm gonna actually, I wasn't gonna do this. I was only doing 2, but this one is the bottom of the deck, right? And we're gonna go through all of this. Okay, so I'm actually giving these major arcana significance. But first let's go through here. So what is the overall energy? What is this choice? So it is choices, my friend. Right? This one came out like right away. The fork in the road. So we do have choices coming for you this particular year. There's choices. You're not sure what to do it. The yin energy. Okay. The choices I'm gonna say is the Chariot card. I'm gonna actually go with the Chariot card for the choices. I almost feel like there's a sense of ending coming through here, just because also that's 13, the card 13, right? 13, yeah, that's Death card. So it's sort of like a choice of ending something and moving forward with something. That's the kind of choice of something, like ending something, or moving with it. So it's like you end this and move forward with, or you move forward with it, or you end it and you move with something else, right? So it's sort of like those are the choices I'm seeing here. The yin is representing for me, it has the 2, so it could be the High Priestess energy here, listen to your intuition, but it also has to do with the Empress energy, the yin energy, which is the feminine energy. So for some of you, it's like choices, like having to really listen to your intuition, and it almost feels like there's a sense of choosing to focus on that energy this year, like especially the intuition, the High Priestess energy, but it's also like a sense of creativity. It's sort of more of imagination versus like doing. So I feel like that's a softer one. And then with the not for you, like it's funny because it's sort of like, yes, we have a fork in the road, and sometimes we go down a road and it's not for us. And I feel like that's sort of, you kind of already knew it intuitively. We always know intuitively. We always know if we're heading the right way, or like quote unquote right way, or if we're going on different roads. But I always think, one of the things I always say about the roads that we take, like even when we're like, oh, we took the wrong turn or whatever, there's always something there. There's always something of value in that particular place where you're going to. So let's see what other things are coming. So I'm doing this, and we're doing 4 quarters, right? The 4 quarters, yeah. So that's how we're going to be doing, just to see what is going on. What is happening for the collective of group 3 in 2023? What is happening for collective of group 3 2023? And the 6 of Cups. Okay, group. The Lover's energy, yeah. So that could also be the Lover's energy. Okay. It could be the Lovers or the Chariot. Either way. The choice is there. I guess it makes sense. Those both are good. Alright, I'm sorry. What is happening for the collective of group? Oh, thank you. Okay. We have the King of Cups, and we also have the 8 of Cups coming through here. Wow, that's a lot of Cups energy already. What's happening for the collective of group 3 is 2023, 6 of Wands, and the collective of group 3. Sorry, okay. Ooh, I see. And this one, it kind of fell backwards. Like I said, I don't usually do reversals, but if it really falls that way, there's nothing I can do. Knight of Coins. And let's see what else is happening. Queen of Coins. Okay. that's progress right there. Okay, and we'll see if we need to clarify things. All right, so we start off the year. There's a great sense of nostalgia. The Six of Cups is coming through, and I do want to see that mostly. There's like at least the first half of the year is really about your emotions. That's the yin energy coming through. So it's mostly about 100% cups energy, emotions. And then the next half of the year is where we have the wands energy, fire coming through, and then that's actually like for a little bit, and then the last quarter is all about pentacles or coins energy, which is more about I would say everyday life. Yeah, that's what I feel like. This is like everyday life, the nitty gritties of stuff. This is all about passion, creativity coming through. Okay. So, so the Six of Cups, so we enter the year with a great sense of nostalgia. And I'm actually going to take that Lover's card as the fork in the road. I still think it's partly to do with the Chariot because I feel like there's motion that needs to happen. But I'm going to say the Lovers, it showed up. That makes sense here. So there's a choice here coming for you. It's sort of like, I almost feel like you don't really want to make that choice. Because it's sort of like you're like, oh, you're still like holding on to something from the past. I'm going to clarify that for you. But you're going to make that choice here. And then what I do see here is the King, for the second quarter, is the King of Cups, which it still has to do a lot with emotions and still has to do with, I guess, acknowledging them. But it's also like the King always does act. There's an act here, and the acting is going to be walking away from something that's no longer serving. That's the Eight of Cups coming through. This is what's going to happen. For some of you, maybe it's actually walking away from somebody who is a King of Cups. That could be something for you. But what I'm saying is like, you've reached a state of you realize something. You're like, this is not working out for me. So maybe you make a choice and you go down the road that way, and then you're like, you know what, this isn't working for me. Like you were kind of trying to relive something from the past, and you're like, this is no longer working for me, and now I have to move forward. And you recognize it though. That's a beautiful thing. And so what that leads us is to the third quarter, which is the Six of Wands. So it's sort of like you're confident. You're like, yes, I'm walking forward. I'm moving forward. But there's this sense of this Four of Wands, which is what's interesting to me, that it's reversed. Because when we see a reverse card, it means the card wants to be there, but there's something blocking it, right? The Four of Wands is I almost feel like love here, right? For some of you, that might be love, because if you do have this, maybe for some of you, there's a miscommunication. There's a sense of celebration, but here in particular, there's like somebody here, there's these two that have love, but it's sort of like in reverse. So maybe you're like, I'm no longer paying attention to love. I'm walking away from something. I'm no longer, I'm focusing on myself, on my, on my success, on my creativity coming through. I'm giving, like, love is not something that's there. And so I feel like the universe is saying, no, that's not necessarily true. And we also then have don't worry, we're going to clarify that. The Knight of Coins. So again, something slowly moving. We're moving, but we're going slowly. But I do want you to see this progress. We go from the Knight of Coins to the Queen of Coins. Very, very beautiful energy here. And for me, it's sort of like, it's a maturity that comes from here as well. It's sort of like you're grounded. You understand yourself, and like you're grounding your energy here as well a little bit, which is not bad. It's like you come to terms with things, and you're like, okay, things are going a little bit slower, but that doesn't mean that I can't be happy. You are happy. The Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, is happy. So she's also very nurturing, very giving. I think that's something also that's going to help you here. See what the Six of Cups is doing here. What is the Six of Cups doing here? The Knight of Swords, right? I mean the King of Swords. Oof, that's an interesting. What is the Six of Cups doing here? What is the Six of Cups doing here? Yeah, okay. Okay, I want to Let's see what this Lovers is doing here. What is Lovers doing here? Yeah. We have choices again. Yeah, it's sort of like that's the choice that's coming through. You already have a choice. You're already being here. I feel like, okay, let's do this one. What's this King of Cups doing here? What's this King of Cups doing here? 3, okay. Okay, what is this what is this 8 of Cups doing here? What is this 8 of Cups doing here? Knight of Coins, yeah. Moving. You're moving slowly, but you're moving towards something of value, something that actually means something. Okay. What is this 4 of Wands doing here? What's this 4 of Wands doing here? Oh, look at this. 8 of Wands coming through. What's this 4 of Wands doing here? One beginning. Okay. It's sort of interesting to me. Okay. What is this Knight of Coins doing here? Star healing, yes, okay. All right, and then what is this Queen of? Actually, I really do like this, but I'm going to clarify. Why not? Temperance. I did say this. Temperance. No, that was sorry. That was a different one. Temperance coming through here. Okay, and again, temperance is that slow moving. So it's a slow moving energy for you. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that you are with this 6 of Cups is that you're holding on to something. Maybe it could be a particular person, maybe something like that, but it's almost like you're being trapped in not wanting to feel something in a sort of like, I feel like that's the choices here for me. I feel like in moving forward with this Knight of Swords, like maybe cutting something off, maybe like cutting something from the past off, or being trapped by it. It's sort of like, but again, it's interesting because it's the 6 of Cups that's holding you on. So it's something from the past, but it's very much in your head. I do really find that fascinating. So are you going to cut something off, or are you going to still keep it keeping you binded to it from the past? And that's sort of like a choice. So do you move forward, right? Do you let go of something and move forward and try something completely different? And it could be in anything. It could be love. It could be career. It could be any of those things. But you already innately know the answer. The Lovers being clarified by the 2 of Swords, which is again the fork in the road, as you already know the answer to what you want. It's sort of like, it's just being honest with yourself. It's being the King of Swords, which is King of Swords is honest with himself, and not only that, but takes action based on that honesty, right? Then we have the King of Cups. There's a lot of masculine energy here. The King of Cups that is coming through here, which I could see why maybe that is needing to be balanced with the yin, but I'm not sure because it feels like both of them are very important to you. But here we have this, so I feel like you come to a decision with your emotions. You come to, like, you finally make that choice and you start planning for it. Again, it's sort of like with the 3 of Wands, it's sort of like your preparation. You have to like come up with the plans. You have to almost like think it through. And then you're walking away, right? You're moving, you made a choice. You're moving away from something. You're letting go of something with the 8 of Cups. And you're moving towards something, but you know that it's going to be a slow process. It's not going to be a fast process. This is not going to be fast, blam, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of thing. No, this is going to be slow and steady. That's what it is. I almost feel like that's something that you're going to be like, slow and steady. And what is for you is for you, and what's not for you is not for you. That's something too as well. Oh, and the fortune cookie is going to be good because we actually have some predictions there. And so then we have the 6 of Wands. Again, you're feeling confident. You're feeling like, yes, I made that choice. I know what I want. And there is going to be progress. There's going to be motion moving you forward here with this 8 of Wands. And like a lot of fire energy here. And now this is interesting to me because, actually, is this? Okay. No, we didn't clarify that. But yes, I do think that there is a lot of motion with this confidence. But what interests me a lot was this in reversal. So again, the 4 of Wands is like, and I feel like I'm going to try, like, upright it because there's a sense here. There's a new beginning for you. You have to like be willing, if you are willing to take a risk, I feel like that's what I want to say to you, take a risk and start and like see things from a different perspective, looking at things, starting something new, completely new. There will be a lot for you to celebrate. There will be a lot of joy to come through here. You are willing to take a leap of faith here. And it's also going to help you because there's a lot of motion and movement here. It almost feels like your third quarter is going to be really fast moving here. So the Knight of Coins, again, slow and steady. Slow and steady. And what is the purpose? The slow and steady is the start, is the healing. You're slowly getting, and I feel like gaining recognition too, as also another sense here. And again, the Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles, is that you don't necessarily, it doesn't have to be, I want to say like, it doesn't have to be like, get that conclusion. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to get to where you need to go, to your destination yet. You can still be happy, and I feel like you are. It's sort of like you understand this like divine timing, if you will. Very beautiful. Let's go ahead and, like I was saying, we're going to do the fortune cookie cards, and this is by Love and Tarot. You can find it at Etsy and see what is happening for that collective of group 3. Sorry. Sometimes I'm really good, sometimes not so much. And that was one of those times where I was like, no, okay. Let's see. Try again, right? If something doesn't, if it's not for you, if it doesn't work out, still try again, right? It doesn't matter. Try until you succeed. That's what I say. And sometimes it's like, you're like, oh, maybe that wasn't what I wanted to do after all. All right, let's see. What is happening? The collective of group 3. Break the mold. Yes. Oh, I do like this. Why? Because you are going on your own path. I feel like that's what it is. You have to allow yourself to choose a different choice. It's like you want to go do something else, you got to do it. And then, but look, staying grounded, right? Just because, and that's the energy that you have here. The Knight of Pentacles. Whatever it is, you break the mold, but whatever path you're going, even if it's, let's say, a relationship, it has to be, you have to build a strong foundation. If it's a business, you still have to build a strong foundation. Or if it's a career, you still have to build a strong foundation. If it's your own well-being, like health, own foundation, that's the thing, that's to stay grounded. You have to build a strong foundation. Go back to nature, get back to nature. So maybe taking some time off. Yeah, because nature seems to be like something. So maybe you've been overdoing something. Oh, don't hold your breath. And that's sort of like, that's the Eight of Swords energy. Like you're holding on to something here. Don't hold your breath. Inhale, exhale, right? That's how we do it. We cannot hold on to something from the past. We can't. I went on a whole tirade for group 2 about the past. The past, as soon as that moment's gone, boom, like literally, this is the past. It cannot be, you can't go get back to it. Patience is a friend. And look at that. Patience. Again, patience. Be patient with yourself. And look here, even here, escape from confinement. You can get it, but you have to have patience with yourself. It's just, I really feel like you expect too much. You want everything to be really quick, but it doesn't. It takes time. You got to build strong foundations, my friends. Yeah. Let's see. And now we're going to use my Mystical Science Crystal Ball Oracle, and this is also on Etsy. Okay, this one's coming out. Let's see which one that is. Oh, baby. So that's divine intervention. Yes, divine intervention. Minor but important events bring about positive change. And that's what we kind of go through here. We have cup fulfillment. Success surrounds you. I feel like that's true. Okay, now here we go. We have bottle and energy. So illness is coming your way, but it can be avoided. If you keep pushing, and it's not just like illness, it's sort of like, you keep on, like not having patience. You keep on trying to force things. It's sort of like, that's what happens. You don't have to. I feel like that's something what I'm seeing here. It's like, you don't have to keep forcing things, right? Oh, and look, divine feminine right there. Divine feminine, the fan. Some type of flirtation is going on in your life, or will be going on in your life. So flirtation, the yin sign is coming through again. So I really, I have to say, this is really beautiful energy. Lots of, for some of you, if you're looking for babies, maybe they might be coming through, but I will be doing a 2023 pregnancy prediction. I do want to actually end this with, before we do that, I want to do the fortune cookie cards that are the little ones, the little card things here. What happening to the collective of group. So keep an eye on your energy, and if you're forcing things, you can kind of see it. But look how much success is all around you. And listening to your divine feminine is very strong here. And again, trust in things like that. You think that something's not working out, but it's truly for your benefit. So major life changes. Time is right for major life changes. A new lifestyle location brings great joy and trouble-free existence. So major life changes, yep. So maybe that's the fork in the road, right? So you move forward. I think it's what it's saying. So challenges. Take time out from problems or conflicts, or approach softly to avoid making matters worse. So yes, don't push. Allow. Let yourself. If it's challenging, maybe you need to take a little break from it, so you get new ideas on how to do it. So burnout, look at that. So your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, health professional, and try to maintain healthy lifestyles. But again, you don't have to. If you keep pushing it, you're gonna burn out, and then you're gonna have like illness. Yeah, okay. I like it when they go together. I just hope you don't get sick. And love life. Here we go for some of you. Affairs of the heart could cause future problems, but take heart, as difficult situations will be solved by a good decision this week or this year. Okay, that's pretty good. I like it a lot. Okay, let's see what we have for you for advice for the collective of group 3 for this. For 2023. What advice do they need to hear? Creative expression. Okay, and one more. Self-confidence. I think that was something else. And knowledge. Okay, so let's go with those. So self-confidence. I trust myself fully. I will not allow fear or doubt to hold me back from doing what I am here to do. I have confidence, belief, and conviction in my abilities and goals. I welcome questioning by others as they give me a chance to clarify my truth, ideas, and philosophies. I trust in a higher power and open to new challenges. And I feel like that's the thing. It's something new that you're allowing. And then you do have more. Once on in your third quarter, when that confidence comes in, poof, you're going to start to see major shifts and changes. Creative expression, your throat chakra. I'm committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, crying, and through using my creative talents. I consciously, and that's very much I feel like that's the King of Cups. Right? Okay. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, crying, throughout my using my creative talents. I consciously use my senses to experience my world more fully. I see, hear, smell, feel more, and I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, nature, sounds, and sights. Oh, and nature is really big. So this year, if you can take out some time to go and really enjoy nature, I think that's an important thing for you. And 6th chakra, third eye chakra, which is knowledge. And that's, I feel like, again, high priestess energy and intuition. I recognize the great deal of knowledge and information comes to me in form of intuition. Yes, there you go. Such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, hypersensitive feelings. I use my intellect combined with my intuition to delve into the circumstances from a philosophical and spiritual viewpoint. I aim to understand the truth behind situations that come my way. As this helps me to respond with wisdom, I cultivate positive beliefs about my life, myself, and others. Wow, beautiful. I feel like you're getting you're just leveling up, my friend, group 3. I really like this reading for you. I hope you like this reading. Please consider giving it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing. Like I said, I'm going to be doing polls, so you get to decide the content on my channel. Like, the love content, the regular content, whatever it is, I want to include you in it because I want to create stuff for you. And we just had a hawk fly overhead, so that's a big sign. Be looking out for signs, my friends. That's what I'm seeing here. And look at things from a higher perspective. Is there anything else? Just thank you so much. I feel really honored that I was able to read your cards, and I hope you have a very happy, blessed, lovely, magical 2023. And until I see you in the next one, bye bye, my dear friends.